Good morning, class of 2018. Honestly, I'm not one to get all hyped up on speeches and ceremonies. I'm from Stetson. And if one thing is true of people from Stetson, it's that we're busy. We don't stop. But I think it's safe to say that today we have earned the right to reflect and celebrate. And now, we're all about to begin this journey together. I think the last time I embarked on a journey of this scale, I was about 10 years old. There I was, looking over the meadows of tall grass that I'd never dared to cross, when suddenly I heard a voice saying, "Stop! Don't go out there!" And when I looked back, I saw the quirky professor from the laboratory next door warning me that dangerous creatures appear in the tall grass. All right, you got me. That might have been Pokemon. I sure hope I'm not the only one who had one of those little blue cartridges as a child that I stuck into a rectangular box every day to briefly escape into a world of excitement and companionship and free universal health care. You just go to the Pokemon Center. She just takes care of you. It's great. But beyond this, there are truly profound lessons to be learned in the world of Pokemon. If you'll humor me for a minute, I'd like to share some of the things that I think might be useful to you. First and foremost, strength is found in diversity. As a Pokemon trainer, you form a team of creatures who fight on your behalf, each with a unique skill set. Types play a crucial role in battle. A fire Pokemon would easily burn through a grass type, but are extinguished by water. So you can imagine then how well it would go if you attempted to take out a powerful water type with only fire type Pokemon. You can't get by with one type, with one manner of thinking, with one point of view, or with one set of experiences. So look back over your time at Stetson. Who's in your team of creatures? Are they all people who look like you, and think like you, and speak like you? Or are they of diverse backgrounds, capable, yes, of exposing your weaknesses, but also of covering your blind spots? Can you work together, though you are as different as fire and water, towards a common goal? If so, I think your journey's off to a great start. Second tip, never underestimate the value of what appears. Good morning. Let's try that again. Never underestimate the value of what appears to be worthless. Consider the Magikarp. There we go. So for those of you who have never played the game, Magikarp is a fish Pokemon, and he's a thoroughly useless creature. The only move it learns is Splash, which does literally nothing. But if you have the patience to raise Magikarp to level 20, you'll be rewarded with one of the most powerful creatures in the game who is capable of devastating entire teams of Pokemon with a single attack. Now, I know I'm not the only one here who has ever felt like a Magikarp. Who's ever dealt with a thought that says maybe you're worthless, or you're a burden, or you'll never amount to anything? In my junior year, those thoughts finally brought me to the counseling center. My therapist was able to see past my splashing and help me to see my own value. Sometimes that's all it takes. A calm voice of reason to redirect your attention to all of your gifts and talents, to remind you of what you're capable of when you're not so hard on yourself, to let you know that it's okay if you splash sometimes, because your value is not in what you do, it is in who you are. And if you feel like you're splashing about, maybe that's because your level 20 is still coming. So if I can be that voice to you today, class of 2018, you are worthy, and you are valuable, and you are loved and nobody and nothing is worthless. But if you ever feel that way, and this brings me to my final point, it may be because you're paying too much attention to what other people are doing. Let's go back to Pokemon. So in that world, creatures will evolve into stronger forms. Some are going to evolve once, some will evolve twice, some don't evolve at all. The trick is, however, they all evolve at their own time. Take, for instance, the fire lizard Charmander. Charmander hits his final form of Charizard by level 36. If you compare, however, the dragon Pokemon Dratini, it only reaches its final form of Dragonite at level 55. So poor Dratini might find it fit at level 36 to compare herself to Charizard. She might be thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I accomplish what Charizard has already accomplished? What she doesn't realize is that she isn't done yet, and neither are you. So you might be looking at your life and seeing everything that you haven't accomplished yet. Social media doesn't help, allowing us to broadcast every success while conveniently leaving out all the failed attempts that led to that success. It's far too easy to give into comparison, the thief of joy, forgetting that none of our stories are over. So if even today you're comparing yourself to others, know this: your pace is yours. It doesn't matter, it's not important if you took 3 years or 5 years. What's important is that you're here today celebrating your accomplishments. That exam that you needed, that you were certain that you were going to fail, you passed it. That group project that you thought would never get turned in on time, by all odds, you made it through, you turned that thing in. That one semester where everything in your life conspired together and you swore that there was no way you were going to make it through, you got through that and everything else. And here's the kicker. Class of 2018, we are only getting started. And so the joy you feel in knowing you have overcome every obstacle to get to this point is yours, and you deserve that. Because today is your day, and now you stand at the threshold of the tall grass, ready to take your first step. With your team of friends, family, professors, and colleagues by your side, you are ready to enter the world. It isn't safe. There will be challenges, and there will be critical failures. But haven't there been already? Trust in yourself and in the work that you've done up to this point, and go. Your adventure is ready to begin. Thank you.